just tested him, and what I want him to be is like steel, and he isn't like steel. He's stronger, but I want him to do it a couple of times more, okay? Because I want him to be in great shape for the rest of this class. So I want you to put your left foot over again. In fact, I want you to put your right foot over, okay? And put your left hand there and your right hand here, and breathe again, about 3 times. This is an indication just how much he needs it, okay? And I want to tell you that this is the first aid measure I use when I am really on the brink of hysteria. Because when I get too emotional, overwhelmed, can't win an argument with my husband, any of those things, I suddenly have my brain clear enough to be able to handle whatever is there. And I could have let this class go on, and he was strong enough. But since he already said that he was kind of depleted and not in great shape, he needs this even more so. So I would say do it a little bit longer if it doesn't give you all the benefit you need. Now put your leg down. And I'm going to just change it slightly from here. Take your left hand and turn it backwards. Take your right hand and put it over the top. Clasp your fingers and bring them up like this. And now breathe. You've seen little children do this. You've seen kids do this in bed. There's something very natural. If you feel like you're losing it at a business meeting, you could probably cross your ankles and do this if nobody cares. and you'll get away with bringing your energy back. Even if you don't breathe deep, it's going to help, okay? Now, I can feel a difference. I can tell he is very strong. Now, I'm going to show you the difference now. Now hold your arm up and read.
Of the many systems that sort people into one category or another,
he's very strong. I want you to keep reading. You don't have to have your arm up, but I'm going to test everyone as you read.
The 5 rhythms approach has the advantage of being grounded in the person's core bioenergies. At the same time, it tells you a great deal about that individual's health challenges, personality, and spiritual journey. When I look at a person's energy field...
And you healed them all this time.
Yes.
Now, I don't know if anybody heard it, but his voice was a little different, too. It's like it was a bit smoother, and you begin to hear those things, that a person sounds a bit different. One of the things that people have told me who started doing this a lot because they were trying to turn around a deep pattern of maybe being overly emotional all the time, really changing the pattern in their system, one of the things they tell me is they begin to talk slower and their voice drops an octave. So that's a good one for you. When we started that exercise, I asked everybody to clasp their fingers together and notice if their left thumb was on top or their right thumb. For most people, 9 out of 10 times, if your left thumb goes on top, it will work better if you put your left foot over your right knee. And for people whose right thumb goes on top, it works better for their right foot going on the left knee. But if you don't if you don't feel really like that made a difference when you do it, then I would use a little bit of the other side. It's like, whoa, there's an imbalance that's beyond whether your thumb is going on top or not, okay? So it does not hurt to do the other side. Some people do both sides. Most people find they just do one side and it's enough. But if you do not get full benefit, and you can feel it in your body, then do both sides. The other thing I'd like to say is that, especially if you're new to this, you may find that something doesn't last as long as you'd like, and you wonder, how long is this going to last? Which is often a question in classes. And I'd like to say that that's really individual. For some people, it lasts a very long time. For others, it's a much shorter time. But if you do the exercises, it will last longer for you. Your body will learn it like a habit, and pretty soon it'll kick in, and you won't have to do the exercise. It's like your body, sometimes for me, for instance, that's an exercise I used to do a lot because I'm fairly dyslexic. And that particular exercise enabled me to be able to type or write or even talk clearly when I was very stressed. And if I did that exercise, suddenly I can type without misspelling words. But after a time, I noticed that I could go and type, and I wasn't needing to do that. And many, many people give me that same feedback, that if they do that exercise to overcome some particular imbalance in them, after a time, they don't have to do it so much. So that I do that now when I have really lost balance, but I don't need it as I once did.